According to the International Society for Technology and Education Standards for Students, students should use digital media and environments to communicate and work collaboratively, including at a distance, to support individual learning and contribute to the learning of others. Upon completing this lesson, you will not only be able to represent yourself as a digital learner using the Second Life viewer, you will also be able to explain the benefits of using a simulation tool such as Second Life in education. Think back for a moment on your experiences as a language learner. At some point, we have all been language learners. Be that learning English as a first or second language, learning Spanish as a first language or as an undergrad, learning French, such as myself, or learning the language of medicine. Did your learning take place in a classroom like this, or one like this? With the Second Life viewer, students are no longer restricted to the traditional classroom, nor are they required to leave the comfort of their classroom to visit sites around the world. Countries, universities, and groups from around the world have purchased land in Second Life in order to be represented in the virtual world. Many universities even offer courses via Second Life. The location in this image might look familiar to some. This is the Information Commons at Aggie Island, which is owned by New Mexico State University. Although research on the use of simulation software in the study of foreign languages has not been very extensive, there have been studies that show several benefits of using such software. Because users have different backgrounds, their assumptions and interactions in the virtual world may also be different. These interactions influence what happens next, much like interactions in the real world. Virtual worlds such as Second Life are multi-layered and nonlinear, which allows users to influence their learning experiences. Users also have control over their language output, meaning they determine when, how, and the extent to which they will use the target language, which in many studies has led to increased acquisition. When students use the Second Life viewer, their learning is personally relevant to them because they are able to select what they will or will not do. Simulation tools provide content-rich learning situations, which allow students to associate new vocabulary with real-world examples. Because Second Life allows for voice and text chat, users can connect written words to phonological sounds in words they already know. Joining Second Life is free and easy. To start the process, visit secondlife.com and click the Join Now button. Once you have done this, you will be brought to a registration page that looks like this. In the top section, you will need to fill out some basic information about yourself. The middle portion of the page is your information as you would like to be represented in Second Life. Once you create a first name, you will click Find Last Names in order to have Second Life suggest last names for your avatar. Although you can use your real first name in Second Life, you are required to have a last name generated by the viewer, which allows for the distinction between your real life and your second life. Once you have chosen a name, it will display over the character outline to the right side of the page. The final step at this point is to choose a base look for your avatar. You can always change this later, but to register you will need to choose from one of the images at the bottom of the page. The final part of the sign-up process is to create a security question and enter the security text to prove that you are a real person. After that, you just need to click Create Account. Once you have clicked Create an Account, you will be brought to a confirmation page that shows your avatar and name, the email address you signed up with, and instructions on what to do next. Before you can continue, you will need to check your email and follow the instructions in order to activate your account. Remember that your avatar name will also be your login ID for Second Life. Once you have activated your account, you will be brought to the download page. Your download should start automatically, but if it doesn't, look to the top of your browser window to see if there is a yellow bar across the top that is preventing the download. Once your download is complete, launch the Second Life executable file to install the Second Life viewer on your computer. Once the installation is complete, double-click the Second Life icon to launch the viewer. At the bottom of the screen, you will see a place to enter your first and last name that you created for your avatar, as well as your password. Once you have done this, click Log In. The first time you log in to Second Life, you will need to read and agree to the terms of service. Once you have read the terms, check the I agree box to the left, and then click the Continue button. For those who are new to Second Life, you have the option to start at Help Island, where you can get a feel for the virtual world. You can move about Second Life by using your mouse and keyboard. The directional arrows on the keyboard provide basic movement, while the mouse allows you to choose what direction your avatar is looking. The bottom of the viewer window has the basic controls such as communication, search, and access to the map. From Help Island, users can access virtually any city in the world by visiting the World in 3D online board. Finding people, places, and groups is easy to do in Second Life. At the bottom of the Second Life viewer, there is a search button near the middle. Just click there to get started. Once you have clicked Search, a search window will open. Notice the tabs across the top that allow you to narrow your search to things such as people, places, events, etc. For this activity, we will be using the Groups tab, which is to the far right. Once you have selected Groups, you can type your search term in the box to the left and then click Search. Once you have clicked Search, you will be brought to a results page that lists groups in order of relevance to your search term. I searched for ISTE, and as you can see, the International Society for Technology and Education is the top result in my search. At the results page, you can see a brief description of the groups that are related to your search term. To select a group, simply click its name on the search results page. Once you have clicked a group's name, you will see the group charter, which gives a more detailed description of the group. The charter also lists if membership is open or closed. In order to join the group, you will need to click the View Full Profile button at the bottom of the page. This is the final step to join a group. At the group profile page, you can get more detailed information about the group, such as a list of members, news, and the fee, if any, to join the group. To join the group, you simply have to click the Join button to the left of the window.